Welcome back to In the Big Inning, the YouTube channel that is dedicated to Jewish baseball. This is the fourth and final episode showing you what I did at the National. And this one involves a trade. So I'm not usually somebody who does trades, but I'm trying to clear out some of my non-Jewish baseball that I had accumulated over the years so that I'm not always spending money on things. And the item that went out this time was my 1980 game used Fergie Jenkins jersey. Now you have to understand it's a great jersey and he's a Hall of Famer. On the other hand, most collectors of Fergie Jenkins, they always want his earlier jerseys. So there wasn't much interest. I went through a ton of people at the National. There was no interest in this jersey, but I actually started the trade about a month before the National. And I had been seeing some items that I liked with one of the dealers who I'd purchased from before. And I proposed something a month ahead of time. He came back to me and said I was asking too much, and went back and forth. There were times where cash entered the picture, lots of different ways of structuring the deal. But in the end, I said I'd bring the jersey and he would bring the items I was interested in. And we ended up pulling off the same trade that I had proposed right from the beginning. I had given two optional trades, and so this was exactly one of them. So it worked out well for both sides. So let's take a look at the items I picked up. This is the piece that I wanted the most in the trade. This is a Steve Stone Orioles game used jersey. Steve Stone was the Cy Young Award winner in 1980. This is from the year before, 1979. But the key to this jersey is the number 21. So Stone throughout most of his career wore the number 32. And he only wore this jersey for a couple of months at the beginning of the 1979 season, so it's much harder to find. There were lots of examples of the traditional number 32 jerseys, but this is the only one I've ever seen that has the number 21. So I consider this one to be a great addition to my collection. Really happy to have it. And this was the first item in the trade. A great pickup in the trade was this game-used Ian Kinsler jersey with the Texas Rangers. I love the patch on this one. Gorgeous Texas flag patch. It's got the hologram on it. It was actually traced back to a game he played in Toronto. Probably played more than one, but that's where they collected it and tagged it. And you can see a traditional beautiful Texas front. So a great jersey. Love adding this one to my collection. That puts me, I think, well over 20 game used jerseys. So a great pickup as part of that trade. Here's one of the items I got in the trade. This is from 1972. It's a game used Mike Epstein green bat. So I like the color on this. I like the originality. I already have one Mike Epstein game used bat, which is more the traditional look. But in 1972, some of the Oakland A's used green bats, and this was the game used one from Mike Epstein. Continuing with the theme of Ian Kinsler, as well as different colored bats. This is the only item I have that's not game used. This was game issued, but you can see that it is the pink bat that was issued to Ian Kinsler, and this is the Mother's Day bats that you see. So I know it wasn't game used, but that's fine because it's a beautiful item, and you're not going to see many more like it. Thank you for watching this episode of In the Big Inning. I will be continuing with some more episodes on Jewish baseball history coming up soon. I did put out one short that went out this morning, and it's on a couple of really interesting baseball cards, so please check out and like that one. Really funny story about some baseball cards. And a shout out before I'm done to the Israeli Olympic team. They have 6 medals at this point, 1 gold, 4 silver, and 1 bronze, which for a country the size of Israel is a huge accomplishment. So they're doing great. Look forward to seeing you next time on In the Big Inning.